right now. Eyewitness Sports.
Good evening, I'm Brennan Miller with Eyewitness Sports. The Utica Comets hitting the ice tonight on the road, traveling to play Laval in a North Division head-to-head. The seventh time that these two are going to see one another this season, the fourth total and third in a row that'll be at Place Bell up in Canada. Utica 3-1, 0-2 against the Rocket in the 2023-24 campaign, 2-1 when that game is away. But last time out, it was the Rocket that got the win by good margin, 5-2 just a week ago. Utica went into this game in the longest win streak in the North Division, 2 games, but still 6-3-1 over their last 10, comparable to the 7-2-1 that Laval had put up over their previous set of 10. Looking individually, some players to watch out for going into tonight's contest were Justin Dowling, who was on a 3-game road goal streak. That did end tonight. He had 4 goals over those 3 games. Well, Graham Clark wedged his way to second place in the league in game-winning goals with 6 total, only behind Tucson Roadrunners rookie Josh Doan, who has 8. Speaking of rookies, Utica's own trying to break into statistical top 10s at their respective positions. Xavier Perrant, at the moment, tied for 9th among active rookies in points with 28. He can move into a tie for 6th with a point tonight. He could have gone to 4th with 2, and if he wanted to match his goal total from the first game that these two played against one another on the road, tally a hat trick, that would have put him in a tie for 3rd. He goes 0 for 0, though. No goals, no assists in this contest. The other standout rookie, Isaac Poulter, 12th in the entire league in goals against. And when you limit that to just rookies, he jumps all the way to 4th. And he had another good game tonight. It's 27 saves on 30 attempts. So the youth movement in full swing for the Comets. Brian Hallonen, the big star of this game, 2 goals, 1 assist. The game-winning goal with just 38 seconds remaining. The Comets were down pretty much for the entire duration of this contest. 2-0, then 3-1, but they come all the way back. 3 unanswered goals in the third period to get the win 4-3. And it's an important one. It gets them out of the basement, out of 7th place in the North Division. They jump above the Toronto Marlies, who they will play on Friday back at the Adirondack Bank Center, so a big game there. Speaking of the youth movement in Utica, another young former Comet got some good news today. It was announced that former Utica defenseman Shakir Muhammadalin will be added to the AHL All-Star roster for the Pacific Division. Muhammadalin only played in the 2022 Calder Cup playoffs for the Comets in his stint as a New Jersey Devils prospect, playing in 3 games, tallying a pair of assists in their 5-game series loss against the Rochester Americans. He was then part of the package that New Jersey sent to the San Jose Sharks that included Fabian Zetterlund, Nikita Ahotuk, in exchange for Timo Meyer. And in 2 seasons playing for the San Jose Barracuda in the A, he's got 36 points in 51 games, including 26 in 39 just this year. He's also played 2 games up with the Sharks, making his NHL debut just 4 days ago when they hosted the Buffalo Sabres. Today was also the day for the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Executive Committee meeting that was held in Saratoga Springs this morning. So let's take a look at some of the biggest topics that were discussed and how those decisions may affect high school sports right here in the Mohawk Valley. In order of how these topics were brought up in the meeting itself, the association approved the use of the free downloadable app My Lightning Tracker to monitor the distance of lightning strikes from an event. Also adding to the lightning verbiage that is already in place that play can continue even if lightning is seen and thunder is heard if the app states that there are no strikes within 15 miles of the event location. The rationale here is that there are areas in the state where you can see for more than 15 miles, where there is no immediate danger, while also aligning more closely with the NCAA's 10-mile radius policy regarding lightning. Some other smaller changes: modified softball will now allow athletes to wear metal cleats, as varsity JV and modified baseball and softball have been doing for a few years. The addition of a 3rd class for the New York Outdoor Track and Field Championships, adding spots for an additional 500 athletes at the event and increasing the total percentage of track and field athletes reaching the finals from 3.8% total to somewhere between 5 and 6%. And then finally, proving a measure that allows athletes to compete on both a unified and an additional sports team in a single sports season. So that companion athletes for unified sports, such as basketball and bowling, no longer have to be out of their season. Then the other big talking points were in state championship locations. A few sports moving closer to the Mohawk Valley, including softball, which makes its way to the newly renovated Greenlight Network's Grand Slam Park in Binghamton. boys and girls lacrosse, the girls staying at SUNY Cortland, while the boys will hold their title at Hobart William Smith College till 2027. The school outbidding Hofstra University and Ithaca College, who both put in bids to host. The finalists Hobart and Hofstra, with the final vote being 14-8 in favor of Hobart. The big change, though, that everyone was looking at was in boys basketball. That tournament will move away from Glens Falls starting next year, returning to Visions Veterans Memorial Arena in Binghamton. That vote was even closer after a lot of lobbying from Glens Falls itself. 12-10, the final decision tally there. So just one vote away, really, that flipped vote from things staying in Glens Falls. That's where the championships will be this year, but then for the next 3 years, 2025, 6, and 7.